Hey, this is Carlos Fraser from Tactical Tips, and we have a thing that's going to hit today, March 11th, 2024. On this date, the Biden administration has a law that will pass that is even protected by the Department of Labor that gig workers, and we're talking about people who do Uber, Lyft, DoorDash, all those type of jobs where you get 1099 income, will no longer be classed as an independent contractor and be classed as an employee. The Trump administration kind of made this very relaxed, but the Biden administration is trying to push for it. And it's not a bad thing. What they're trying to push for is that if you are a gig worker, if you do Instacart or if you drive Uber, you don't have any health insurance, you don't have any unemployment insurance. There's not a lot of protection there for you. So what the Biden administration wants to do is give you that protection. But in addition to that, there's taxes associated with that. If you are an employee, you don't get your cash right away. You'll have to pay anywhere from 30 to 28% in taxation on that money. So we're going to kind of talk about that today. And it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt a lot of people. And I know it's going to hurt if it passes. Hopefully, people are going to fight tooth and nail and not let this pass. But basically, what's going on, there's a test called the ABC test. And what that test means is that an employer has to see if you are a subcontractor or an employee. How the ABC test works is A, do you have your own assets? Meaning that let's say you work for a company and they send you a laptop. That's not your own assets. You will be considered an employee. You're no longer a subcontractor. So you have to use your own assets. B, you have to have your own type of business establishment. Do you provide this service for other companies or other people? Do you have a business name? Do you have an LLC? Do you have a rental office? Do you have a website for your business? If not, you're no longer an independent contractor, you're an employee. And then last but not least, C, control. Control means, do you dictate the time you come in and the time you leave? Or is instructed by the company saying that, hey, this is the amount of time that you work. So take, for example, if you are doing some type of gig work and you have to kind of start working at 9 and you leave around 2, you're not considered a gig worker or an independent contractor. You're considered an employee for that company. So now business owners, you have to worry about that too. One of the most notorious ones are the trucking company. A lot of trucking company will hire someone to run a load for them and pay them in a 1099. If this law does come into effect, you no longer can do that. You would have to see, one, does that person have their own truck? A, for assets. B, do they have their own business? Do they have a tax ID number? They should fill out a W-9 for you. And C, you should have no control over when they go and pick up that load. This new law is going to change a lot of things, and I know it's going to be kind of scary for some individuals. Hopefully, a lot of the lobbyists will argue this down, but on March 11th, which is basically today in 2024, this law comes into effect. And if it stays in effect, we're going to see a lot of these gig workers get less money because they're going to have to pay taxes. Yes, they'll be able to get insurance and they'll be able to get unemployment if they get laid off. But right now, people need money. Right now, people have to pay for groceries. Right now, people have to pay for rent, pay for their mortgage. Taking more money away from them is not a good policy, but it is a law that's there. I have more information down in the comment section where you can read more about it. I thank you for listening. This is Carlos Fraser from Tactical Tips. And listen, man, life is short. Pay less taxes. All right, talk to you guys later.